I was gifted a new deck. And, with the Emperor on the bottom. And so I sat here connected with the team and I asked to pull 3 cards, 3:33 on the clock as I said that. Holy fucking shit. And I called upon Mama Hecate as I was pulling those 3 cards. Now, 3 cards came out, but then a 4th one came out and landed face down on my lap. Now, I asked for a past, present, and future reading. I don't normally do this, but it's a new deck. We got new energy. I carried around this deck for the last 24 hours. It was in my pocket as I released a lot of big emotions last night, lots of grief. So it's got my energy in it. Let's do it. Okay, so the 3 cards, here we go, the past, the 6 of Swords, the past. And I think that's also indicative of moving away from being in the past. We're not living in the past anymore. It does not exist any longer. And here's the invitation when it comes to the 6 of Swords, is moving away from what no longer serves you right, but being careful what you are carrying with you. Be mindful what you take. Take what you've learned, but be very mindful on carrying the pain with you, carrying the programs, carrying all of the old voices and judgments and things from the past. 6 is a number of care, is a number of compassion. And so we want to look at our past through this lens of having reverence, having reverence for who we were, the past versions of ourselves, how we showed up, what we experienced, what we moved through, what we moved away from. But that strong invitation here of you're not living in the past anymore. So what can you take from it and keep the boat going? We don't always have to look at the past, because if we look at this card, it's like there's this energy of, it looks like a figure here that's kind of like, they cloaked, they've got their shoulders rounded forward. It looks like there's a little bit of sadness there as a white Jeep is driving by. And then there's this energy of this masculine energy here, so of the going, of the doing, of we're going to keep it pushing, we're going to row this boat from whatever that was, and we're heading into different areas now. We can allow ourselves to feel. We can also take our inner child with us as well, because we're not abandoning that shit anymore. But again, we don't live in the past anymore. We can have an incredible amount of compassion and reverence and honor, and we can see what we have learned, take that wisdom with us, but keep rowing that boat. Okay, the present. The fucking Magician. Dude, what a fucking reminder of you are literally creating your reality. What do you want? What do you prefer? Seeing as though we're leaving the past where the past belongs. We're here now. You're way more powerful than you think. And I get this sense of this feeling of alchemy, of alchemizing things, of transforming, of stepping into the most powerful version of yourself. Can you see yourself as this? It's also this reminder, and again, an invitation of we are the divine expressing itself. We are the divine experiencing itself. That is a co-creating place of fucking power. And the other invitation here is Can you have the eyes to see the magic? I ask every day, I ask Mama when I pray, Mama, please keep giving me the eyes to see the magic. Because it's one thing to ask for the magic, but it's another thing to recognize it. Can you recognize how magical you are? Can you get yourself back into that space? Talk about inner child, where you go into that very childlike energy. When we were kids and we would hold up a magic wand, there was this belief that anything that we abracadabraed would come true, right? Can we use our minds for what they are intended for? Imagination, creating, magic. Not problem solving, not thinking our way through healing and things like that. Can we use the mind to be a magician? Can we leave the past in the past? And can we now step into this role, because this is who we are? We're all magicians. We're all creating every single fucking day through our thoughts, through our beliefs, through our feelings. What are you going to create? What kind of life do you want to create? And then the future is Eight of Wands. That's a lot of energy. That's a lot of energy. And Wands energy, like, where are you going to direct it? Where are you going to direct that energy? Can you speak more life and direct more life into your life? Can you harness that energy and send it in a direction that's going to propel you forward instead of holding you back? 8 is also a number of abundance, of wealth, right? Yeah, dude, let's take this energy that is here. Can we well it up? Can we use our most precious currency, our energy, our attention, and shift it and direct it in an area that sets our soul on fire, that's fulfilling? And can we be really mindful of where we're using our energy and directing our attention? Make sure that it's moving us forward, right? That it's not being wasted or leaking on bullshit and stuff that's keeping us stuck, especially the past. Okay, this fourth card that was turned down is the High Priestess. This inner knowing. This almost like this pause to get real rooted in yourself and in your knowing and in your self-trust and in your intuition. This pause to listen. This pause to listen, to receive that clarity as to how to move, what to create, how to extract the wisdom from what we've learned from our past. The High Priestess sits at her throne without being wishy-washy, without doubting the future, without living in the past, but being so very connected to the present. And holy shit, that coupled up with the fucking magician, an inner knowing of, I came here to create. I came here to see the magic, to live the magic, to create that magic. And I'm going to listen to my intuition radically. I'm going to trust myself radically with the wisdom that I've gained from the past, that I am going to be able to set that all in motion for my future. Man, that's fucking beautiful. Link in my bio for private readings. Be sure to look on my screen here to see which accounts are actually mine so you're not getting scammed. I fucking love you. 343.